Hello everyone and welcome to Momentum channel. My name is Mo, and in this video, as part of our weekly stock market investment challenge that we have with Wealthsimple Trade, we're going to provide an update on our account. This is an account that we have with Wealthsimple Trade, and the goal is to grow this account into $250,000 within the next 8 to 9 years. That's really our plan, and we're going to provide that update to you. Before we get into this video though, I want to kind of provide an update in terms of our dividend income throughout different accounts that we have, how much dividend income we've had over the span of the past 1 month, as well as the past couple of months, and seeing that trend. And then from there onwards, we will take a closer look at in the account that we have with Wealthsimple Trade, the specific holdings that we have in there, the number of shares, the overall return that we have in different time frames, as well as what are some of the stocks that we've purchased over the span of the past 1 week, and what are some of the stocks that we plan to buy in the week ahead. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't done that already, don't forget to subscribe to Momentum channel for more such videos. Let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see here on the screen, we are showing you the amount of dividend income that we've had across different accounts. Mainly I have 3 sets of investment accounts with different brokerage accounts. The Wealthsimple Trade is the one that we are actually reviewing right now, but we also have some accounts with Wealthsimple Invest, robo-advisor, as well as a Quest Trade account that do have a decent amount of investments there as well. So all in all, you'd notice here for the month of May, our overall dividend income was $53. And if you look at the average for the first 5 months of the year in 2021, our average is sitting at $54 dividend income per month. Not too bad, but definitely it is a smaller amount compared to the last year, for 2 main reasons. One is the selling out of some of our investment accounts for other alternative investment avenues that we pursued. So we've sold off some of our holdings. As a result of that, there's less dividend income coming in. We're trying to gradually get back to that point that we were, and in fact surpass that. So that's one point. And the other one is around the fact that I've kind of transitioned to a little bit more of a growth stock and not so much of a dividend stocks. Hence the amount of dividend income that we've had has declined. Not to mention some of our larger holdings have actually stopped paying dividend. Boeing was one of our large holdings, and as you know, it's been a long while that they have stopped paying dividends. That definitely took a toll on our dividend income. The trading 12 months though, if you look at as of end of May, the trading 12 months dividend income is still sitting at 89. So you see this amount is gradually declining, but still it's showing at a higher amount. We are hoping that gradually we can get to a point that we can start seeing the dividend income per month grow. That's on that update that we wanted to show you. If I scroll over down and just give you a little bit of that visual in terms of the graph, you notice here the different years, 2019, 2020, 2021. Our largest amount of dividend in all the years since 2019 has been in June of 2020. We'll have to wait and see how that amount is going to be reflected at the end of this month. So definitely we'll provide an update on our dividend income there. With that, let us hop on over to our Wealthsimple Trade account and provide an update of our investment account there. Right. So as you see here, our overall amount for this account is currently sitting at 17.4 thousand, and the 1 month return is showing to be 8%. The 1 week return is showing to be 4%, or up $717. 1 day return, the last trading day today, was again up by 1%, or about $150. The 3 months return for this account is at 5%, and the 1 year return is at a massive 37%. Our all-time return, this goes back to a longer while, I think back in 2019. If you look at here, and that account was open at the humble beginnings of only $500, and the all-time return is showing an incredible 47% return. Not too bad, eh? If we scroll down now over and take a look at the holdings that we have here, we now, you notice that we've added to a couple of our existing shares, such as Apple. We now have 7 shares of Apple, and it is showing a positive return of 10.97%. We have 7 shares of Bristol Myers with a massive return of 30% plus. Bank of Nova Scotia, we have 15 shares. It's showing a positive return of 24%. Next, we have Salesforce, and it's showing a 20+% return for our 3 shares. Corsair Gaming, we've added 1 share. It is now showing barely a fraction of a negative point at 0.82%. Emerge Arc Fintech Innovation ETF, we have 14 shares. It is showing a negative 4%. Emerge Arc Genomics and Biotech ETF, These are the Canadian version of the 𝗖𝐋𝐈𝖖 ETFs, and we've been trying to add to our existing holdings. We now have 27 shares of EAGB with a negative return of 3.45%. We've been trying to actually dollar cost average, as we believe in these 𝗖𝐋𝐈𝖖 ETFs longer term, so we're not afraid to add more and buy more shares of those and gradually take advantage of that dollar cost averaging. As for EARK, or Emerge Arc Global Disruptive Innovation ETF, we have 40 shares, and those 40 shares are now showing a negative return of 5%. 𝗁𝐋𝐈𝖖𝐊 Sciences, dividend paying healthcare pharmaceutical stock, these 4 shares are showing a positive return of 6.33%. Harvest Clean Energy ETF, HCLN, is a Canadian ETF. 25 shares is now showing a negative 2.66%. Pfizer, we've been adding to our shares. Now we have 22 shares. It's showing a positive return of 20%. Palantir, we still maintain our 10 shares. It's showing a positive return of 13.64%. Pizza, Canadian monthly paying dividend stock. The 5 shares that we have is now showing a positive return of 1.61%. It's actually been fairly stagnant since we bought it, just gone up and down, but fairly around the -1 to +1% or 2% return, not really gone up or down by much. Qualcomm, we have 8 shares and it's showing a positive return of 13.51%. Real Matters, we have still maintained our 158 shares. It is showing a positive return of 9.66%. It is one of our larger holdings, Real Matters, and we can judge it by the amount of funds invested. And we all will plan to hold on to it for some massive gains before we decide to let go of this stock. Royalty Pharma, with ticker symbol RPRX, we have 30 shares and it's showing a positive return of 2%. Royal Bank of Canada, we have 5 shares, it's showing a positive return of 27%. Toronto Dominion Bank, we have 7 shares, showing a positive return of almost 25%. Vanguard FTSE Canadian Capped REIT Index, VRE, we have 12 shares, it's showing a positive return of 18%. Horizon, we have 10 shares, it's showing a positive return of 2.59%. And we have 2 more shares, ETFs in fact. These are index ETF. The first one is XDV, or BlackRock Canada iShares Canadian Select Dividend Index ETF. We have 5 shares showing a positive return of 28.81%. And XIT, or BlackRock Canada iShares S&P TSX Capped Information Tech Index ETF. The 16 shares is showing a positive return of 11.10%. Now, if you hop on over to our activities for our accounts and look at our personal account that is the subject of this video, we're going to take a look at our buys most closely. Obviously, we have some limits buy orders that you could take a look here. As you notice, majority of them are in our Emerge 𝗖𝐋𝐈𝖖 ETFs. We also have some limit buy orders for HCLN as well as for ZDI and Real Matters at the price that you can see here. Only Canadian stocks at this stage, and these are our most recent buys. You notice over the span of the past 1 week, we've bought 1 share of Pfizer at the price of $40.04 US dollars. We bought 1 share of Corsair Gaming at the price of $31.40 US dollars. With Wealthsimple Trade, when you buy US dollar stocks or ETFs, you have to pay a conversion fee. And so keep that in mind. That's why we typically don't buy as many of shares like that, except for unique cases where we either believe in the company or ETF longer term and expect that those conversion fees are going to be ignorable if you hold on to them for a long period of time and for a good gain. So which is why we've also bought 1 share of Apple. We bought it for the price of $127.10 here USD. We bought 1 share of HCLN at the price of $14.17. This one goes back though to June 8th. And those are pretty much wrap up of our 1 week stock or ETF buys most recently. In terms of sales, if you look at it, let's see if we've sold anything. Not really anything new. This goes back to the month of May, so not anything new there. In terms of deposits, if you look at it, whether we've had any deposit, no new deposit to our account either, no withdrawals either. If you look at it, in fact, we have not ever withdrawn from this specific account here. In terms of dividend income, if you look at it, you notice some recent dividend income. So for VRE, we earned $1.05 dividend income. And prior to that, I think we probably covered this in a different video, but we earned reducing dividend income $9.92 from Pfizer in Canadian dollars equivalent. And that actually brings us to a quick wrap. The last part that I would flag is any referral bonus. So for the most part, if you do kind of join Wealthsimple Trade through the referral bonus link, not only you, but also myself, who will gain a bonus reward. And at this stage, it is a $25 reward. I do encourage you, if you do not have an account with Wealthsimple Trade and are willing to give it a try, definitely use the referral link to take advantage of that bonus. I've been using Wealthsimple Trade for a while now, as you saw, as early as 2019, and really happy with the performance of my portfolio and the flexibility that comes with it. If you buy any Canadian stocks or ETFs with Wealthsimple Trade, actually they are commission free, so that's really a good bonus for many Canadian investors to look into it. There you have it, folks, a quick look and review into our stock investment portfolio that we have with Wealthsimple Trade and our plans for it, and how we envision to grow this account over time gradually to get to that $250,000. With that, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I really appreciate your time, and don't forget to subscribe to Momentum channel for more videos about finances and investing. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.